sweeties, how are you doing? I want to say a very big thank you to every one of you for following my backup channel. And if you have not subscribed to my backup channel, what are you waiting for, sweetheart? Kindly find the link in the comment section, pin, and please follow my backup channel. Thank you so much. Welcome to Nanyacim. If this is your first time coming across this channel, sweetheart, kindly smash the subscribe button, turn on the notification so you get notified each time I upload, and please give this video a thumb up. I appreciate you all, and I want to say a very big thank you to every one of you for always coming back to watch my videos and subscribing. Thank you all for always coming through for your girl. You all are super awesome. So today I am gonna leave what started this conversation, what started all this here, and it was a white man asking, the white man that made the country you live in with the freedom you have were so horrible, wasn't they? So this woman actually started by saying that Black people were the people that made them have their human rights, that made them have their rights. And also she went further to explain. And the truth is that they were, the question they asked her, they were waiting for her to like mess up, but she did not at all. And she actually reminded them how Black people build United States. And I absolutely love her no-nonsense delivery. Like, you know, Black people are kind of hailing her, telling her, thank you so much for speaking up. Thank you so much for being a great voice. With that being said, stay close to the screen. Let me roll the clip. Then we'll come back to talk about it. And you know what? Let me know what you all think in the comment section. So let me roll the clip.
So, my ancestors were asked by white men to come to this country, which they had stolen and forced Black people to build, because they were hoping that my ancestors would be the new cheap and disposable labor to undercut the recently freed Black people that lazy white men didn't want to pay. And when my ancestors wouldn't do that, they were lynched and massacred, their towns were destroyed, they were blown up while building the railroads, and ultimately they were excluded from society and the country for nearly 60 years. Then when the United States asked us to come back in the 1960s because they wanted to put us in the way of Black people again, and the United States needed to rehabilitate its reputation with Asian countries that were gaining in economic and political power, we had civil rights because of Black people.
So you heard that. And actually, I am hearing this for the first time. I never knew that they had civil rights because of Black people. I have been saying this way before now, that Black people have been they have not only been fighting for themselves. I can say other people probably might be fighting for themselves, but no. Black people do not fight only for themselves. They fight for other people too. So you all heard that it was Black people that get them their human rights. You know what? Stay close to the screen. Let's roll the stitches and see what people got to say about this. So here we go.
So, my ancestors were asked by white men to come to this country.
We love to see it. Go back, watch a video, come back. This young lady has been on my FYP for the last couple of days, and the amount of disuse that have been popping up are phenomenal. She is amazing. And I love it because there are a lot of Mayo Sapiens that will be like, oh yeah, we're going to put this POC culture versus this POC culture. And forget that they've actually fucked over every melanated person in the world. So, like, I'm loving learning history from another perspective because we love to see it.
Asked by white men to come to this country, which they had stolen and forced Black people to build.
Good morning, my beautiful people. So if you haven't watched that video, please go and watch that complete video. If you have not watched it, it's on my page, or you can just click the link and look at it. This guy right here, he made sure that you got charged to go to college because he did not want Black people going to college. College was free for all Caucasian children when they graduated from high school. It was free until we started going. So he made the charge for that. Also, he is the one who initiated us not getting loans through the banks. Also, with us not being able to start businesses in our neighborhoods, during the 80s, we all had our own business, which we started in the 60s and 70s. And he made sure to get rid of that by bringing the Asian population in and giving them loans if they start businesses in our neighborhoods, and raise the taxes and everything so high for us that we could not afford to run our businesses. And guess who a cause of most of all the Asian women doing nails and them being able to, over in Asia, Chinese, Vietnamese, everybody, to make these products and sell them over here for so cheap? Because the lady from the Birds, remember the lady the Birds was attacking her in Alfred Hitchcock movie? Tippi Hedren flew her personal manicures to teach them how to do manicures and come back over here and make money off of us. So go back to my video that I posted of how to sell to a Negro. And also, not only that, mind you, this is in 1980. Not only did she do that, she also brought seamstresses and typists to teach them how to sew and make these clothes that you get from overseas so low cost. And it was like almost 20 women, mainly the wives of high-ranking military officers. They went over there to teach them this thing, not because they wanted to teach them something so they can survive, because they've been surviving all this time before we went over there and blew them up. Okay? They needed to get back that intelligence that they did have over there, and they were building their communities in the 80s over there in Asia. So they needed to get that power back. So this is the way they did it, dirty-handedly. But it was like, we got to pay them money when we bring them over so we can continue to use all the things that they're developing over there. So what they did was selling to the Negro. We can go in and take all that money from them. So they put them in our neighborhoods and sucked us dry. And all our business could no longer get loans. They made sure that we couldn't move up, we couldn't get anything.
So my ancestors were asked by white men to come to this.
Off topic. Is it me? Or does she look a lot like the alleged Native Americans? Just a lighter complexion.
People to build, because they were hoping that my ancestors would be the new cheap and disposable labor.
Yeah, so people from Oregon, and people who like cherries. If you're even familiar with Oregon's referendum system, it was introduced by Seth Llewellyn, who was the son of Alfred Llewellyn, who had a land claim in Selwood. I think it would be Portland now. I think it was considered Milwaukee then. But, just off the river. Anyway, Seth had a cherry orchard, and he developed supposedly with a hybrid with his foreman, whose name was Ah Bing. So the Bing cherry was named after a Chinese foreman at Seth Llewellyn's orchards in Milwaukee. So that's an important part of Oregon history that doesn't really get talked about a lot. A lot of Oregon was built on the backs of Chinese immigrants, and then they were promptly kicked the fuck out because, honestly, we're terrible. We're just terrible. But next time you see a Bing cherry, just think of the Chinese foreman that came up with hybrid.
So my ancestors were asked by white men to come to this.
First of all, please go watch her video. The way she handles disrespect and silly comments like that one is what I aspire to do. I'm not there yet. I'm also not where I'm gonna curse you out, but I'm more of the bombastic side-eye type, like, oh my goodness, that was so stupid. I don't have the mental capacity to deal with your ignorance. But, I aspire to, like, how she handles disrespect. I'm like, you go.
Yeah, actually, this is all we've got for the stitches, and trust me, I do not know that Black people were the ones that gave Asians in America their human rights. Trust me, I do not know that. And I was like, really, when I saw that, I was like, oh my goodness, this is absolutely worth learning. And I am so glad that, like, you know, I came across this and I learned and I decided to share it with you. And I want to say kudos to every one of you out there. You all have not just been fighting for yourself, you all have been fighting for other people. So yeah, this is all I'm gonna say for this is all I got to say for, like, you know, all the stitches we got for this. And this is where I'm gonna draw the curtain. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. I want to read all your comments and see you all in my next video. Bye for now.